Yo, what's good? This is the Locker Room, episode number 2. We are joined by the lovely Bloodstro, Ryan Wammond, aka seen more in a night than you've seen in your life.
Yo, size of shit in July, so we just got our heads right in FIFA there.
These two just dived into FIFA and left it to me. Liverpool versus Man City.
Yo, but welcome to another episode of the Locker Room. We are your hosts, Raptor Warriors, alongside Bison Briggs there. Special guest on today is Bloodstro.
What is good?
So yeah, man, what have you been up to?
Not much, to be honest. Obviously, just got stepped back into the battle scene, Premier Battle. So
Yeah, because we're gonna get into that. Because do you want to tell like the people how you're involved in Premier Battles and how it all came across and shit?
Yeah. So part of the media team, alongside obviously Tox and Flawless, doing a lot of behind the scenes stuff. So on the Instagram and Snapchat. Capturing as much content as I can for fans that unfortunately can't make it, and it just came about randomly one day when obviously there's been talks about stuff for a while between obviously Shotty and Briggsy and stuff like that, but yeah, Shotty messaged me one day on Twitter and was just like, yo, I've got something for you, and then yeah, sent me the link of Premier Battles, what the format was and stuff like that, and I just thought it was a crazy concept and such a good idea because it refreshes the scene, do you know what I mean? And then yeah, steps involved.
But the thing
it's
is
good to have you back though as well, bro, man, you know. Good to have you back involved in the scene.
when we'd set up Premier Battles, Bloodstro was always in the frame of being staff. It just took a while because we didn't know what job to give Bloodstro at Premier Battles. Same with, there's a few people like that, there's a few people we knew we wanted on board, but it was where do you put, you can't just go, yeah, you're on Premier Battles with nothing to do. We sat down and thought, right, we need to make this more of a live event thing. Let's bring someone in who the fans know, someone who'll, you know, who'll keep it going as well, someone who's professional, and Bloodstro fit the bill, didn't you, mate? Hey, look, he's a goal, look at him.
About time fit the bill for something.
Fuck, mate, you've got more views than me and Matt to put together. Oh no, Matt's got.
Yeah, shit, fucking mad, bro.
He's got more views than every single one of my battles put together from one battle. So let's get into Mr. Million View Club here. So, I'd say arguably one of, you know, in some ways it is one of the most famous Don't Flop battles.
Well, he's done what a lot of us haven't done, bro. He's got a million views in one battle.
Exactly, and it was the birth of Lunacy, who is arguably one of the top names all time in UK, but UK battle rap. So was that your debut? Did that come from there? Was that the first time you stepped in and battled, or?
Nah, you know what? Genuinely, my debut was your event, Lab Battles. You were at a battle sprung in.
The second event?
Shotty O'Shea. Yeah, that was my debut against Fame.
Yo, now let me introduce myself. My name's Bloodstro, for those of you who aren't aware. But bitch, a dare to step in my face, intimidate me, try making me scared. Cause I will rape your bitch for talking shit, leave her skin bare. So period ain't the only time that blood's been inside there. Now when it's one-on-one, I'll stand my ground, won't hesitate to fight. Cause his rap shit is what makes Bloodstro feel alive. Now Bloodstro was a name I inherited when a close friend lost his life. I told this prick when he asked, but if this prick mentions my friend that died, I will roll to his home, drop kick his mum, grab Fame, bite out his eyes, kidnap the little bitch so the worrying if Fame is still alive. Then without a second thought, I will end the bitch's life and bury Fame next to my close friend that died.
Aye. Did you win?
No, so check this, yeah, and I'm still mad at you for this, and I'm not even gonna lie.
Shit, this is like 12 years.
So, bodied the first round.
Okay.
Right? Bodied the second round, which is surprising, and some of you might just bear with me, right? Because I did a whole Eminem stand scheme, you know, when it was Tears Go Cold, I'm wondering why.
Yeah.
I remixed that and did a whole thing about it, and then in the third round, I had one of Fame's boys behind me, and that week, Disaster and Swave Sever came out, and Disaster was like, oh, did you pay for the event? Did you no, shut the fuck up then. And in my head I was like, yeah, I'm going to do that, because he was talking shit behind me.
Yeah.
Went to do it, thought, nah, it's corny, won't work for me, especially on my debut. Went to go back into my material, messed up in chokes, it's the only time I've ever choked in a battle as well, and then, yeah, you judged it, and was like, yeah, the first 2 rounds were cold, but you know that choke. I was like, come on, mate. Body 2 rounds.
So Briggsy put you over that?
Yeah, screw me.
Yo, is there anything you want to say about Briggsy now? Like,
Wait, is the footage still out online?
Yeah.
Right, we're going to put clips of this battle in this.
Briggs, Team Lab, Misfit Music there. I think it was 2-1 on rounds to Fame. Bloodstro's fucked him up basically. Briggs.
When I battled, mate, Psychosis Holocaust was the cameraman.
Yeah.
And it was like 30 people in the attic, which is now Zombie Shack.
Right, battle there was Finn.
That's weird, because remember the old Don't Flop events? You used to always get someone famous there. Remember Jack O'Connell used to
Yeah,
come
Jack
to
O'Connell, the bird from Hollyoaks, that
Yeah.
fucking
Yeah,
blonde
that's
bird
what I
out of
mean.
Hollyoaks, he was in that.
The one from in between is who will like.
You know what it was for me? That's when battle rap was battle rap like it wasn't. There was no forums, there was no online personas. People
Yes, when I
turned up.
said that, you know, let's get into that, man, because
that's
there's been
sorry
like,
to cut
go
you
on,
off.
sorry, I'm going to say, let's just get into that situation, innit, because at the moment it's so relevant, because like, with all the chaos in the moment in the forums in UK battle rap, like, are forums good or bad for battle rap, man? Like, what do you think, Bloodstro? Let's have Bloodstraw's input in it.
It's an argument for and against, but for me, it's like you said, 2011. I remember turning up. I didn't know, there wasn't much research.
Yeah, okay, so let's do a bit of research into it now. What we can do now between the three of us is between the three of us now we'll come up with the positives, for our forum, and then we'll come into negatives for the forum, and we'll weigh them up and we'll see which one's which.
Alright.
Alright, so we start with the positives. So obviously being a battle or being an artist, it's great for promotion and to interact with fans. You know, you got whether it's new music or a new battle, whatever, you drop it in that forum, you guarantee them as many people as they
Same with the event side of it. It's good for promotion of events, dropping flyers, dropping ticket links, dropping all that sort of stuff. Good for selling merch. It's really good for promotion.
It's good for fan interaction as well, but at the same time that's a negative as well. But I'll come on to that.
So things can be positive and negative. So it's good for fans to get involved.
I think it's great for things as well, like when they do really come together, man. Because obviously I'm not just saying forums are just bad, but like, because it's great when the tragedy happened with Shocks and for Bobby's flight and stuff like that, they can really pull together, you know, and they really do as a community, and they contribute, like, you know, money out of their own pocket for that. So that's another positive to them, because if you posted that on your own page, man, it doesn't get as much love as it does in them forums, you know what I mean? So I think that's another positive with them, because when the Reds are in the right place, man, it's a great community.
It's good for fans who want to go to events and don't know anyone else. They know there's a community for people to go.
Because you can meet people.
I've shook hands and dapped people down at events that I know through the forum and don't know in person.
Yeah, same. Like.
So it's good for that.
At the Premier Battles event, like there was a guy who I spoke to a couple of times on the forum. He went out his way to connect me and he just said.
I think obviously from a fan perspective, it's good for the knowledge of all the scene in one page, you know what I mean, sort of thing. Every event from every page, every league gets posted into said forum, you know what I mean, so it's good to one place to go and find out everything, you know what I mean. That's good as well. It's
good to be a creative. Remember when Don't Flop used to do like the Viewpoint 16s and stuff? When it's good, it's very good. It's entertaining, it's exciting. It gives fans something to do in the day, which again can also flip onto the negative side. I mean, I've not got nothing else really positive to say about them. I don't know if you have.
I am, not good.
So flipping onto the negative side, going off the back of what I've just said, is fans are too easy to destroy what they create. Now, for example, you could go Viewpoint 60, you put it up, and it might not be as good as the last person who done it. Fans automatically dive on that, slag people, bring people down. You'll get a fan who'll comment on it going, that was sick, and then there'll be 20 fans commenting on that person's comment going, that was fucking shit, what you on about? That person ends up leaving the forum because they can't get a word in.
I think it gives irrelevant or unwanted opinions a voice.
Yeah.
And because these battle rap fans and certain battles think they're foreign popular sort of thing, so they think the whole scene is based in that forum, so they think when they're popular in there, you know what I mean, it is everywhere, so it also gives these people like who you wouldn't give to the time of day to in person, it gives them a voice in that forum because they are popular in said forum, and then it then becomes a trend where people bandwagon onto a situation, and next minute it can, you know what I mean, I've seen it ruin people's lives and stuff like that forum, bro. Well, it's not long ago, Wolby Ty Bros had to pull out a battle and leave forum and leave battle rap and all that because of fucking people from a forum interfering in his personal life and shit, you know what I mean?
People rig your works and stuff.
Yeah,
it's dangerous, bro.
They start adding like people's girlfriends and family members.
I've had that. I've had battle rap fans added, Billy.
Yeah, do you know what I mean? It's just like, you don't need to take it to that extreme.
But you don't get that when you promote your battles and your music on your personal page, bro.
See, going off what, like, if we're going more negative side of it as well, is
It will be, because it will be more negative, bro.
Yeah, off the back of what you've just said, it gives especially specific fans like who don't go to events, who don't pay for pay-per-views, who don't buy merch, but they're happy to watch every battle on YouTube for free. It gives them a chance to go, this is shit, fuck this. Like, you're not contributing anything to battle rap to be able to go, this is what it is. Like, yo, it's a forum, you've got a keyboard, and that's all you put into battle rap.
Well, you know what it is, bro? The forum is a place, like I say, it's a place for trolls and little dickheads and that to go and have a buzz. Genuine fans don't need a forum.
No.
They enjoy a forum, I enjoy the forum sometimes, but genuine fans know they don't need a forum because they will follow you individually, or they will follow the league, like whether it's King of the Door, Don't Go, what, you know what I mean? They will follow that individual league, they will get the updates on that from them, they'll follow each individual battler, bro. There's say for example now, there's over 2,000 people here in the UK battle rap forum. Why is it the same 20 or 30 names you see posting and commenting every single day, bro? Because, you know what I mean, now people don't want to go and interact with it.
Because there's people in there who, I've openly said before, I watch what's going on here, but I don't feel like I can comment, or I don't want to comment because of the reaction from it. We shouldn't be like that. It shouldn't be. People go, oh, because we've took Premier Battles away from the UK battle rap forum now. So it's like people go, oh, you'll lose a few ticket sales.
Yeah, because obviously, Briggs, you've run forums and that before now.
Yeah,
so do you think there should be more moderators, or it should be more stricter, or it should be, you know, like every post should be like have to be cut?
I think it's hard. I don't think you can blame the moderators to an extent. Because
yeah, no, I'm not blaming the
moderators.
moderators.
So
I'm saying, I mean, I'm not just, I mean about every forum, because you see it in every single forum.
Well, the way we're doing Premier Battles now is that every post you put in there has to be approved. I don't give a flying fuck if that comes across as dictatorship, because at the end of the day, it's the Premier Battles community. Yeah, it's the Premier Battles community. We want to talk about Premier Battles. Don't care about what people are making for the teas. Don't care about what music you like or you don't like. I don't care about the latest fucking gossip and bandwagon everyone's jump on. If it's Premier Battles, it'll be approved. If it's not, go take it to another forum. There's 20 of them, you can go and jump in. That's the way it needs to be. Don't flop. When I first got into it, was no forum. People became superstars like Shotty, Louis C, Tony D, Soul, Big Cut Bloodstro, because they built genuine fan bases. It wasn't, oh yeah, I've got 20,000 likes on a post in a forum. Like, yo, if your battle's getting 7,000-8,000 views, what have you won? If you've not travelling the world battling, but you're famous in a forum, what are you doing? The reality is, you don't headline events. You're not good enough to headline events. We book internationals. Internationals don't want to battle you because they don't know who you are. People go, oh, when people talk about you, go, oh, Raptor's lost his last 6-7 battles. People who come over to the UK ask to battle Raptor. They're not asking to battle X and Y because he's got 20,000 Facebook followers. Like, if you're not popping, you're not popping. The international scene speaks for itself. When we used to go over to World Domination, it was like Shotty going to battle Fingers, O'Shea going to battle everyone he's battled over there. Crew got, it was off merit, it was off skill, and it was off the fact they deserved to go over there, not because they had a foreign fucking fan base. Even look at Bobby's gone to King of the Dot, South Africa. He's grafted all last year and done what? How many battles did he do last year? 12, 13 battles.
That's what I mean, he earned them trips though.
Exactly, yeah. Bobby, this is one thing the forums are good for as well. Like, Bobby's rise to where he is now did generate through the forum because he's a personality, because fans like him.
His skills,
This is what I was going to bounce on to. He backed it up.
Because a lot of people, nudging up not there. A lot of people are foreign famous, but then the skill doesn't require what they need to progress them further. Bobby had that, so Bobby had the foreign loving him anyway because he is a good guy anyway like that. So, but then his skill is what catapulted him then further to where he is today. You know what I mean? If he was shit, bro, he would have just been foreign famous, wouldn't be getting shots.
So here's the question then. Obviously, because we didn't have the forum back in the 2011 days, would Luna have been bigger if he had the forum? Would he be bigger than what he is now?
No, I don't think, because the way I look at it is like, my favourite rappers, I can't go and speak to, and that makes me more interested in them because I don't know who they are. Right, put it this way, when I first started chilling with Shotty...
What you can't have, bro, you want more?
Yeah, well, I started chilling with Shotty, probably 15 years ago now, when MySpace was about. Shotty didn't have a MySpace, didn't have a Twitter or Facebook, none of that existed, like that wasn't a thing, you know what I mean? The internet was new, MySpace was the biggest thing. Shotty made his name in Manchester by doing grime sets, selling CDs, being on the ground, making a name, doing shows. I remember at one point some guy was like, who's Shotty? I know I keep hearing his name everywhere, but I don't know who he is. Shotty's only got onto the internet because I rang him and was like, look, I'm making you a Facebook page, a MySpace page. He set the MySpace page up. That generated his brand, but he already had the foundation and the buzz to latch onto that. It wasn't generated through posting everywhere.
Yeah, that's what I was going to get onto, like with the forum as well. Like, you can be as fucking big as you want in a forum, or popular as you want in a forum. Like, because I've seen it firsthand myself, but I used to be like that in the forum. You know what I mean? But what people don't realise is, man, these are fans. They're not supporters in a forum. Like, you will get 2,000 likes on a post, but then not 2,000 of them will buy your music or will buy your merch or will buy a ticket to see you at an event or anything like that, you know what I mean? The forum isn't famous, it's just likes on a post, it's all digital, bro, you know what I mean? It will not take nothing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I know. Yeah, exactly. I think it's become too, for me, it makes battlers too easy to get. I don't know how you'd word it, like you say, people adding battlers' girlfriends and having beef with someone and putting pictures of the kids in the forum, like, I'm not being funny, I'm a 30-year-old man. If someone put my kids in the forum, I'm smashing your head in when I see it. I don't even like fighting, I'm not, you know me, I'm not that guy, I'm going to start saying I'm bad or I'm mad, but it's different levels of shit, yeah, it's weird. The forum for me is great when it's good.
It's poison for me
it's
though, bro.
Fucking poison.
It's poison to the scene.
It's poison overall.
It just tarnishes
you can get the negatives, yeah, but the way you look at it, yeah, the negatives you get in the forum, you can get on your own fucking Facebook, you know what I mean? There's no difference. All you're doing is, but it separates then. You know who your true supporters and you know what your true fan base level is at then. Because you can get 2,000 likes in a fucking forum, yeah, but then drop it onto your Facebook page where you've got 5,000 people in it and not get 2,000 likes.
You know who controls the forum the best at the minute, for me? Soul.
Yeah,
because Soul's not on there going,
active and
post,
yeah,
like me, love me. Soul will jump in and go, oh, that was a sick bar on a battle, and fans will go, boom, 200 likes, because it's Soul, because they don't see that often, they don't know what Soul's doing on a day-to-day basis, they don't know that he's taking a shit, you know what I mean? It's become that sort of thing where fans are now going, oh,
they know everything,
yeah,
bro.
they know everything about every battle, like.
But you do it like, you get fans arguing with battlers and they slagging them and dissing them, things like, yo, you shouldn't know that, you're a fucking fan.
Bro, how are people finding where battlers work?
That's the point.
Why are is it only UK fans who do things like that, bro? Why is it only over here when they ring people's mums and girlfriends and all that, like, you know what I mean? Why is it only in the UK?
But you see, if you look at the bigger picture as well, though, and then you see, for example, the big battlers in America and in Canada and Australia and stuff like that, that's potentially going to stop them wanting to come over and battle in front of them fans, because it's like, well, wait a minute, look at the shit that they're pulling, look at the stuff they're doing on the
same
forums.
Same time as well, I've noticed a lot of the international battlers are now jumping into forums. Like, I'd prefer, Charlie Clips isn't in UK battle rap group, and I like that. Charlie Clips was in there every day going, yo, I love the UK, like, I'd be thinking you cheesy bastard.
No, that's what I mean, though. It's because a lot of them think, oh, that's my way to get my name popping up, especially if you're not a known name, but in reality it's kind of tarnishing the brand, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so
we covered that, like we covered that, like, forums have the positives, but I just think it's just totally outweighed by negatives, man, like, and the negatives are not just like little fucking negatives, like, no, they're like life changing or career changing impacts what these forums can have on you, bro, you know what I mean?
Prime example is, you look at Luna's return battle, yeah? Why was it so talked about? Because he was gone for so long. Shotty, Tony, the exact same thing.
Shotty's never been in the forum up until
16 battles, bro.
And just up until though, Shotty's never seen Shotty in the forums up until this now when
Shotty came in. I'll say now, Shotty only came into that forum because we did a live stream and he couldn't connect to it without joining the forum. That's the only reason he's in there, to live stream now, because you can Facebook have a thing now where I can add someone in and we can live stream together. He's in Canada and the UK. We tried doing it and it wouldn't let him connect because he wasn't part of the forum. Shotty will leave that forum now. I've left. The way we're going to go back to doing it is, if you want to come to Premier Battle events, you like the Premier Battle page, the Instagram, the Twitter. We're going back to
Snapchat.
All the battlers, even the clubs have Twitters, Instas. All individual battles have Twitters, Instas, Facebooks and that. There's so many ways we all promote heavily, you know what I mean? And you don't need forums to promote events and that, you know what I mean? Especially events of this magnitude, like, you know, they sell out because of the calibre of the cards and the calibre of the event, the way they run and stuff. You don't need a real run.
Look at match day one, I'd say it was probably 60% foreign fans, 40% brand new.
People I've never seen.
Yeah,
People in Canada and America and that. Bro, Russians came over, bro. That's without a foreign.
Exactly. I mean, the forum helps because we
but why
promote through it.
them Russians never come to a big other event, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So,
We're going to go, I've said this for a while, Premier Battles for me isn't a rap battle company, it's an event, entertainment company.
It's a fucking, it's a sport.
We just happen to
it's a
specialise in rap battles.
It's a FIFA, the way it's gonna be like, it's gonna be the FIFA of battle rap, like the way they run a whole, and then there's all other mini branch off companies like Shark City is gonna be a company, Pride is gonna be a company, you know what I mean, like an official like club, sorry, you know what I mean, like a football club, you know what I mean, that's what I'm saying. So Premier Battles will be the FIFA, you know what I mean, the governing body.
So what we're going to end on here,
we're just going to go get some food and
positives. Is the forum a good thing or a bad thing?
Yeah, no, it's a bad thing.
Bad thing. Poisonous.
I think it's necessary to some extent.
Yeah.
But overall for me,
like I'm saying, it's got its good points. I used to love the forums and that. I love some of the people in there. But like I was saying, the forum, it's not a fan base no more because there's, for example, like I said, there's over 2,000 people in that forum. Why is it under the same 30 names over again? So there's no point having it, is there?
If you're watching this,
it's the negatives are that bad though. Like the life change and shit, bro. They brought people down. They you know what I mean? They sent people into depression. These posts and that, because you know what I mean. And the bad places, man.
I think as well, if you're watching this now, you've obviously subscribed to the network. Go to the Premier Battles Facebook page and like and join the community there. As I say, it's not going to be a place for you to post shit. It is talk of Premier Battles, talk of battle rap, and everything has to be approved. Whether people like that or don't, at the end of the day, it's not a forum for general conversation.
It's safe though as well, isn't it? You know what I mean? You've all been moaning about safety.
It's going back to what it is, bro. We want you to talk about Premier Battles. If you're not talking about Premier Battles, go somewhere else, because
that's why everyone has their own forums though, isn't it, man? Because you go and talk to them, you know what I mean? You don't go into fucking McDonald's and talk about Burger King, how they make Burger King burgers, do you? Because you're going to go what about.
But let's keep it real though, Premier Battles is the elite of the elite.
Premier Battles is the place to be, bro.
That's Premier Battles, so the forum needs to be elite as well, and we need to keep it like that.
So we're ending on get rid of the forums.
Yeah, I'm saying get rid of the forums.
Let us know what you think on that.
Well, even if they're not going to get rid of them, I'm saying like I think the final message we should put out is your forums are not needed in battle rap. Like you don't need to worry about like if I'm not in a forum now, I won't find nothing out. Yes, you can. Every battle has many forms of social media. Follow each one.
Yeah. So go to the community if you want to talk about battle rap. If you don't, cool.
Suck your mama's peanut ninja.
Moment of madness.
Fuck your podcast, you little posh twat. But you know what, Tom? I'm not even mad at you. You took the steam, made a hype. To us, this is a gimmick. To you, this is real. I just need you to understand you're not a challenger. You're irrelevant. Outside of battling, nobody wants to chat to you. Think Black Mirror, because this character had to upload his DNA into the game to maintain relevance like the USS Callister, but it was at that point I thought, why am I writing punchlines?
What is that? Oh shit, what is that? Who you fight?
And I found a scroll that Tom had wrote.
What? He's got a scroll!
Wait. I used the stick to burn the edges. So, this is fucking serious. This is a poem. It's called Podcast Virgin Poetry. Don't know why you're laughing, this is serious. Oh, how I podcast. Amongst the lonely nights in my boxers, scrolling through the interweb for battle content they might gossip. And between the URL clash and the occasional Pornhub bash, I find myself wondering, what random guest shall I ask? I heard Dave took a break from his acquired job at the bookshop to attend a battle out in East. They called it the jump off. And I know they say I'm lonely, but girls, I can't have you because I have a whole week breaking down with Sherry's latest battle. Oh, how you laugh like excited children as they go play.
While the adults watch this battle thinking I should have had a smoke break. I swear I'm not lonely, depressed, irrelevant, unrespected, fragile piece of shit that they take me for. Today I stand proud and say I'm Tom Quigg. Please sign up for the Patreon.
Oh, hell no!
Like it's delicate.
Yo, one sec. Raptor. Smoke break. Yeah, that's it. Right. Yeah, smoke break.
Wow. Ultimate disrespect. Boo him! Boo him! That's it. What a battle.
Richard's left the building. Oh, that's not. I didn't know about that.
Yeah, Jesse.
No, I didn't even know about the music.
There's nothing left.
What should we do, Tom?
We should end the battle, I think.
We'll end it then.
Jesus.
You don't want to carry on?
No, I think this is end it this way would be right.
Tell the story of the Hatchman.
Let me just make sure I've got...
Come on, Bloodstro, tell the story of the Hatchman.
Now this is the Hatchman.
The Chronicles of the Hatchman.
Right, now you get the Hatchman out. I need to hear the story again.
It's the house one, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I just wanted to make sure we're on the same page.
Well, why is it two Hatchmen?
Exactly.
Right, okay, so... A couple of years ago, we moved house.
Yeah.
And my mum and dad viewed the house and stuff like that. This was back when I was living with my parents, and there was a few things that didn't add up in the house, so it was like cameras in weird places, and there was just a couple of things which just, for me, struck as odd. And when we spoke to the estate agents and people like that, they were like, oh no, the reason he's got cameras in most rooms, but specifically the bedroom and in the other room, this is basically there was a hatch in between what was my room and mum and dad's room, and we just couldn't add it up. And it was like, oh, it's because he's an old guy, his wife's disabled, so when he's going out, he can keep an eye on her.
Yeah.
So
he's going out to the next room.
Yeah. No, you know, like if he's going to, because we've got Sainsbury's around the corner.
Right. Yeah. So you could watch on the cameras.
Yeah. So he could just go onto his phone and make sure she was alright.
Yeah.
But even then, that struck us odd because I was like, this guy's old, so it was like he's not going to have that technology like that. Here's what it is. I'll just trust what they say. I'll do it.
Well, you would believe the estate agent if that's what. I mean, the estate agent at the end of the day essentially just trying to sell a house, but you've got no reason to not believe that.
No, exactly. So I was like, and then when she said it, I was like, oh yeah, I can see that. But obviously in the back of my head, I was thinking, there's something not right here and there.
Was it the hatch?
Yeah, it was definitely because. So anyway, we move in. Obviously, just getting all the rooms and stuff like that, and then we're outside, and my next door neighbour was just like, "Oh, Brave family use," and we're like, "What do you mean?" I wasn't here at the time. This is what he was saying to my mum and dad, and we're like, "Brave family use," and I was like, "Why?" Oh, I mean, I'm gonna get trolled for this so bad. I hate you guys so much, but. And then the woman went into a house and she went missing for a couple of minutes, and my dad stood there like, we might stay, like, we might follow her, like, what the hell's going on? She came out with this like...
The key to the hatch.
Might as well have, like, documents in the thing, and we were like, what the hell is this? Opened it, and basically the guy who lived there was an escort, a male escort, and basically the cameras were for when he was live streaming and stuff like that.
When he was live streaming. He lived in a porno gang.
So genuinely, right? He was.
Blue lights and that. It was just fucking everywhere.
Yeah, so the hatch didn't give it away. The cameras, the neon lights didn't give it away. The beads, the art.
strap on.
Yes.
I heard like most army people were in there. He was like fucking just like.
It's like seeing Scary Movie when he puts the goggles on and he just jeers everywhere. So wait, so she's brought documents out.
So obviously we've opened it, yeah, and then I shouldn't, but I'll send you the picture in it. Because I took a picture of the documents because there's no one else believed this story, and it was like how much this guy was earning a year. Like without tax, it was about 200 grand. Like how much he was paid, like charging for in calls, out calls,
Jesus
stuff like
Christ,
that. And then just when I didn't think it could get any worse, and I've got nothing against it, it was an all-male environment.
The worst part was what?
The hatch, because obviously it was the.
So wait, how did you discover the hatch? Where was that? Just on the wall? Is it just like a metal hatch? Or?
No, it was just a hatch like in between my room and Mum's room.
Okay.
But obviously,
so it was visible. Like
yeah. But at this point, we put a window there because we just thought, we're not going to use that. Because only when we realised what it was actually for. So he was charging them people to come in and watch through the hatch what he was doing to other people in the bedroom. So I was like,
so it was basically people.
Yeah. I was like, get me out of my room, like, just get me out of this house, just move out. I came back that night and my mum rang me and told me, and I'm not gonna lie, I laughed because I just didn't believe her. I could smell bleach from down the street, and my dad
just scrubs
tore
everywhere,
everything apart, and he was just like, this is a joke.
So to sum it all up, you moved into a new house with your parents. There was cameras in the bedroom and a hatch on the wall. You assumed that it was because the guy was disabled. So
his wife was disabled. Yeah, so when he was in the other room, you could look through the hatch.
Wait, so was the old guy in Escort, or did he have a young person living with him?
No, he had the younger person living with him.
So did they know that he was an escort?
Yeah, they were in on it. It was their business. So he was doing.
So they were basically his pimps.
Yeah, exactly.
Wait, wow. So this guy.
So right,
getting his head bumped off.
So let me talk you through it. So you've got the old guy and the young guy who was the one who was like in charge of all the live stream and stuff like that. But the older guy was
the pimp, right?
Essentially, like he was doing his accounting and making sure that all the money was above board and stuff like that.
So now you're a part of Premier Battles. Obviously, you're going to be running our sort of social interaction, so Snapchat, Instagram. Make sure you follow them. They'll be on here somewhere when they edit. Don't really matter where. Bloodstro will be covering all live events and covering things even like this. You've got the Tug of War. Is it Tug of War?
Tug of War, yeah.
Tug of War show coming on the series with Flawless and Tox. Tell me a bit about that, because even I'm new to this. I know the idea. The idea is really, really good. You're shooting Sunday, is it?
Yeah, this Sunday. So it's basically because obviously the three of us are on the media team and stuff like that, and obviously we're so heavily invested in making the network thrive essentially. So I sat down and I said to him, I've got a couple of ideas I'm going to throw your way. Let me know what you're thinking. One of them was this debate show, which is, as you all know, and you'll know from forums and on Twitter, Tox is very opinionated and he doesn't really get pulled up on his opinions.
Yeah.
So I thought, what better way to kind of link everything in than have a debate show. And basically it's, we'll have 3 topics, so battling, sports and all of the news. And then there will be subtopics. So I think one of the topics we're going to be discussing is who's going to be the first manager to get sacked from Premier Battles, and if you were running a team, who would you transfer in and transfer out for that team? So
it's going to be Premier Battle based.
Yeah, and then what's good as well is you can then interact. You can have, if for example there's a big battle, you can have the 2 battlers debating on why they think they're going to win that battle. You can have managers coming into events like why they think their team's going to beat that team. Do you know what I mean? It all links in well, and it was just something that I really wanted to do. And what better way to do it than have probably the Joe Budden of this Premier Battleship with Tox and obviously Flawless.
They're perfect together. They're good cop, bad cop, aren't they?
Exactly, and then you've got me in the middle as the mediator and making sure that obviously everything runs smooth and stuff. I just think, and obviously you've seen from events and stuff like that, the 3 of us have got mad chemistry anyway from when I first went on their podcast, so it just made perfect sense. And obviously under the umbrella of Premier Battles, it's can go smoothly in the right direction.
So the first episode's being shot this Sunday.
This Sunday, yeah.
No release date yet, because obviously see how the edit goes on it. And in regards to like you yourself, what's next for you? Because I know you've got the Alicia Warren Foundation. You had the football game last year. Was it Palmer's you played?
Palmer's, yeah.
Any plans for this year or maybe next year, or what's coming up?
Yeah, so still doing what I'm doing. Obviously still putting myself out there for anyone who does suffer from mental health or knows someone that suffers from mental health and who wants to kind of come into it and discuss it, and I can give them advice on how I dealt with certain things, because obviously it's not just the person who's suffering that's involved, it's the family members, it's the friends, and obviously I know how doctors perceive it and stuff like that, and it's not always the way that it needs to be perceived, because they're looking at it from a medical standpoint when it's not necessarily that, do you know what I mean? There's a bigger picture, and there's always seems to be a stigma attached to mental health, which I want to eradicate completely, because at the end of the day everyone will go through some things in their life and it can down spiral, when in reality, if for example my little sister, she suffered from ADHD from a young age. She wasn't allowed in any school in Trafford because she had an anger issue and she became quite violent, and then she developed schizophrenia as a result, and it can just trigger certain stuff, do you know what I mean? So it's like I want to raise the awareness, I want to give as much information as I can, and so we played Palmer's in the charity football game, raised about £1,300 for Cheadle Royal and a couple other hospitals, so because that's where Alicia was stationed, and it was a great day, amazing day, and thanks to the Palmer's boys for coming down all the way from Essex.
Where did you play then? Because I know you had quite a bit of an issue with the stadium, didn't you?
Yeah, so we moved it to Stockport, to a 3G facility, but to be honest,
worked out better.
Yeah, because the facility was amazing and they really looked after us, because I rang him the day, because the venue pulled out the day before, so I was like, I put all months of effort into it. Got sorted their travel and arrangements out, and obviously my team, I've got a brand new kit for it and stuff like that. I was like, I can't have it fall on the last day, do you know what I mean? So I rang the venue and basically explained it to them, explained what it was for and how many people were going to be attending and stuff like that, and they just said, we'll do it at the same price as what you agreed originally, but we'll shut the bar upstairs, so you can go upstairs to the bar, we'll have that open, we'll have a little cafe bit, because you had a little, no pun intended, a little hatch where you can get burgers and stuff like that. They really looked out for us, and sold.
So don't you dare say that you've seen more in life when I've seen more things in the night than you've seen in your life, faggot!
So I think we've touched on most subjects of your battle sort of career. We don't need to go into the ins and outs because that's not what we're here to do. We're here to talk about battle rap, and appreciate you coming on as well. Is there anything you sort of had at the end of the conversation, or anything you want to touch on? Or?
Like one thing which I don't really think I've touched on it much is one of the reasons I really wanted to get involved in Premier Battles, not because obviously you've got you and Shotty at the helm, and obviously he's a family regardless because of all the stuff he's done for me over the years and stuff like that, but when you look at the actual format and how it can grow and stuff like that, like there's endless possibilities, and then you've got obviously the academy, which is crazy, and it's just glad to be involved.
Good to have you, man. Thanks for coming on. Make sure you go check. Make sure you do follow the Snapchat and the Instagram on live event days as well. Bloodstro will be taking over all that. If you're a fan and you see him at an event, come over, have a chat with him. Get on the Instagram, get on the Snapchat. Let him know he's doing a good job. Let him know he's doing a shit job, innit?
Hatchman.
Thank you for subscribing.
Hatchman.
This has been a locker room. Shout out to the Hatchman. Shout out to Raptor, who's playing FIFA over the team and getting beat 2-1 at the minute. He's going to pull it back though. He's going to pull it back.
We have faith.
I don't, but I just say because he's sat next to me. But make sure you follow at Premier Battle, at Premier Battles UK on Instagram, premierbattles.club. Thanks for subscribing to the network as well. Sounds cheesy this, but every penny that does come in does count.
More like every Patreon out.
Shout out to the Patreon guys.
Patreon.
Fuck off.